and he got 2 inmates pregnant, and one of the women was doing life for triple homicide,
Not,
and she's gonna have a baby in prison.
so what they gonna do with the baby?
I mean, if I could,
Probably send it to like a foster home.
I'm in there for the rest of my. I'm in there beating shit too. I ain't know.
So do they not
if
have
I
like
could finesse
something
my way in
that
there,
show
shit,
on their
I
record that
tried
they're
that motherfucker.
transgender?
It does.
So
But
why they let them go?
I'd
Man.
imagine.
How he
imagine.
get a bitch pregnant if he ain't got a dick?
No.
He does got a dick. He's a woman.
So he just played his cards right.
I guess so. But I think the reason they had to do it, because like when you go to jail, they put you in the women's block if you're a woman, and then a man in the men's block. So I think the reason they did it, because if you ask me, I believe that if like they went to jail and they're like, okay, I'm transgender woman, and they didn't put them in the women's block, I'm pretty sure there'd be a lawsuit for that. Don't know if they'd win, but like I'm sure that should happen.
So have you had like surgery?
No, he still has dick.
So why that?
I feel like there's Disney type rules. That, you feel me? Like that the media operates with. I feel like that shit shouldn't fly in jail. Just like the military or something. Like, they're not gonna go through that shit. No.
But would you tell them you're a woman so you get some pussy by you? No. I would. Fuck, I'm in there for life. Yeah. If I got a chance to see the pussy.
No, his little freak ass.
I try to propose a plan, like, never slide to the women's block. Sleep out of it. I try to do something.
Rob ain't trying to break out of jail. That nigga trying to break into the jail girl side. No, I feel like shit. Since he ain't got his shit cut off, he should be over there with the niggas. Yeah, that shit too late. Now they got to deal with that. I don't.
He probably running jail over there. He probably running that shit. That's his shit. He fucking all the hoes. Probably ragging his head, but that's it.
I don't know.
A good question spin off that would be like, how the fuck would you handle being in jail for life? You know you're not coming in. Like suicide. You feel me? At that point, I ain't trying to say suicide because I feel like that might be a weak route out. Obviously, either
Rest of my life in that motherfucker. Okay,
probably-
25 years, I try to tough it out. But if I'm knowing,
yeah, but we're not talking about like no 25 five. We're talking about like straight up serious like you hunt when these mothers get like 210 more chances.
I can't live my whole life on a bunch of niggas every day.
I'd just try to talk to them. I'd try to talk to them for it without if y'all gonna lock me up this long. Y'all saying y'all don't want me out no more. Why don't we just do it again? For it.
Yeah, hold on. Are we good?
But I'll say it then. I'll say something about it.
No. Huh? It's on my leg. I'll show you whenever we're done.
Started off now.
Tramp stamp?
No, it's not a train stamp.
I do not see that motherfucker.
That motherfucker up there. Oh, no, you a freak.
Hey, man, I lost a bet.
That motherfucker some panties getting in. He was in that motherfucker some panties for real.
No,
Might
but
wear a speedo for that thing to be visible at the beach.
I ain't going to the beach, man.
I made him get that motherfucker right.
On my kneecap? That shit would have hurt. But hey, we'll just move on to the next thing that I had. So the next thing I had is I kind of had an enlightenment during this week, man. So we're going a little bit of positivity. I kind of had an enlightenment, man. So I was chilling. I got home from work, and then I ended up going to the gym. Then I came home, and I sat there, and I was thinking, we all have these goals and ambitions no matter what they be. Everybody's trying to get somewhere. And I feel like it's kind of human nature not to pat yourself on the back for the little steps and little like levels that you meet. And I feel like we all kind of lack that. So I just want to say, appreciate yourself for the little levels that you take in life. It doesn't always have to be a big step, or it doesn't always have to be a goal, but I think, sometimes you just got to sit back and realize that you've accomplished a lot, even if maybe you're not where you want to be at.
I feel like just like I guess another way to word that, same type deal, but everybody wants to think about someday. But someday, that day's got to be today. Feel me?
Yes, sir.
Instead of trying to become, just be. Whatever the hell you want to be that today. You might not really be that, but while you doing whatever you're doing today in order to get there, operate and look at yourself in the mirror like you are that person that you're trying to become. Instead of trying to become all the time, just be. Eventually, doing that every day, you will.
Yeah, man.
You can go ahead.
And similar to what Brob said, just don't take yourself too serious.
Yeah, I'm about to say
I
shit.
got a bad tendency to take myself very seriously, So
Yeah,
But you a businessman,
business.
big business.
but I'm broke.
But
We'll get into the business in a minute.
and something else. Then don't let no little shit fuck you up. Shit, let something happen. Keep going. Fake it.
Watch your mouth.
Hey, there's a
We can hear right now.
There is a.
What's up?
All right. Caius and he box on the. We gonna have an early boxing match, man.
This ain't boxing though. This UFC.
There is a good quote though.
shit.
It's say he shoot shit. Say he shoot shit. There is a good quote though. It's like if you have 84,000 and it was like $600 something in your bank account and somebody steals $10, you're gonna be that mad. And that's how many seconds are in a day. So if somebody steals 10 seconds of your day, should you be that mad all day?
That's different though. Shit, somebody that's money and time. I mean, I know this shit.
But like if you have,
Same, but that nigga, I'm gonna be mad. Somebody take anything from me. You know what
but
I'm
I'm just saying, like let's just say,
But
like,
I ain't gonna let that shit fuck up my whole day.
I
But
was about to say, don't.
I ain't gonna forget though.
I might dream about that shit and be mad.
I'm just saying, don't let
Get time back.
don't let 10 seconds of your day ruin all
what you
24 hours though, because you don't want to live like that, and it's already life's already rough enough.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get into it, man. Kai, tell the people what you do, man. Tell the people about the business you run. Big businessman, black owned businesses. That's all we support, King.
I got you. I'm a landscaper. I do hardscape, landscaping. I do side. I do a little bit of everything.
Little construction, all this shit.
Construction, everything. Boss man said.
So, and you it's like your own business, right? You run it off.
It's my business. I'm licensed. I'm insured. So if y'all mamas need somebody to do their yards, remodel, whatever.
Do you got like a website or anything, or like an Instagram page or like social media or anything like that?
Yeah, I got an Instagram.
Okay, I'll plug it. I was about to say I'll plug it into a podcast.
That's a bet.
But so I kind of want to dive deep into that and kind of know like what's the back end of it. So like how do you determine rates and stuff like that, and like how do you get customers and shit like that? Like let's just start off. How do you determine rates of certain jobs?
So it just depends on the job. It may be like a paver patio. I typically do off of square footage. It just depends. If it's smaller, I might do anywhere from $16 to $20 an hour. I mean, a square foot. Or if it's a bigger project, we might go down to, 12, 14, sometimes 16.
I ain't gonna get into that too much, but we always stayed about 14. That's what I was wondering.
So it's like I can be kind of higher at times, but I feel like, the work and stuff tends to speak for itself. So
Right. Well, I feel like right now at the point you at, like you probably ain't since it's your shit and you're not on somebody else's coattail doing it.
Yeah.
It's probably not the fact of like you probably don't got people blowing your phone up every day of like 5-6 different jobs a day. But if you just got one, if I was getting a patio done and I talked to you and I could see, all right, this young man's got his thing going on that he started, I would pay him $20 an hour because I know he's trying to get this going. So you're going to put a lot more attention to detail into what you're doing.
Exactly.
That's worth $20 an hour to me.
Exactly. And see, I had somebody from a bigger company come and work with me for a job, and we got to doing it. It was a walkway. We got to doing it, and it was real shaky. I was like, we can't leave it like that. And he said, well, at the previous place I worked, that's how we would do it. We would get it done, it'll look nice and leave. Can't operate like that.
So how do you go about getting customers, or maybe whenever you started, how did you go about getting customers? Did you like knock on people's doors, or like did you send people like your phone number and shit like that?
Nah, A lot of it just came from like I know like my pops, he would put me on not Instagram, but like Facebook and stuff, and he know a lot of people, and they would reach out to him. And then
Yeah.
a lot of my customers, truthfully, I don't have a lot that I started out with, like on the maintenance side of things, but I do have a lot of word of mouth customers. Like,
Yeah.
That's the best kind, I think, in my
yeah,
book.
exactly.
Do you have a lot of reoccurring customers like that you do? Like, do you have a lot of customers that you do more than one job for during the year?
Yeah. So, eventually, I would like to move out of grass, but as far as grass go, I got 3 or 4 that's every week customers, and then I got like what we was doing last year, 60, 50, 60 houses in between, like every other week. So
Yeah. And when's your business time? Is it like summertime?
it's
Well, I know it's year round, but like when's probably? I'd imagine
it's
summertime is
booming
probably the
during
business.
summer.
Yeah.
But now that I'm getting into like hardscaping and stuff like that,
Spring.
I will be able to, do it throughout the winter, the spring, everywhere.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's good because then you consistently have work, and that's important, especially because you need money.
yeah,
I got a good question for you because I don't know if you know or not, but I did that like what you're doing. I did that for 2 years. It wasn't my shit, of course. It was I worked for a guy that started out just like you started out right now.
yeah,
So like in the whole scheme of things, of course, you got like when people say landscaping, they automatically think like cutting grass.
yeah.
And I know that shit gets annoying because it's like, motherfucker, I'm out here doing more than cutting grass. You feel me? So I feel you, but like, what's your forte? What do you prefer? If you could say in 4 years what you want to have your business moved into, would it be more like hardscapes? Would it be more like landscape and design as far as like plants on like a new construction home, designing a yard, or would you rather strictly walkways that are hardscape, flagstones? Like what's your forte? What you like to do?
So I would like to get out of grass completely.
Yeah.
No more mowing grass. We work like slaves for, it's good money, but I say, I set a goal for myself like 2 years from now that I'll be strictly hardscapes. I have a couple
with
of
that.
employees and stuff like that. Now with the grass, I do enjoy. I got a lot of elderly clients and stuff like that, so I do enjoy the interactions with them. But it's just it don't make no money really.
I'll
Yeah.
feel you 100%. Yeah.
So you say you got a couple employees. So how did you kind of sit down and determine what? How does it work when you sit down and determine? Okay, I'm gonna pay you $15 an hour. So how did you kind of figure out that would be in your wage and that would be a good price for people working with you?
So I pay people. Fuck it, I'm just gonna say I pay people under the table now.
Yeah.
I don't take the money that I pay. I don't write that off as tax deductions or anything. So if I pay somebody, I wouldn't want to do this shit for any less than $15 an hour. So it's like, I don't want anybody else to do anything that I wouldn't be okay with doing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, hell, I wouldn't do that shit for 15 hours either.
15 an hour. 15 an hour is fair to me because it's like if you go work at a job that they're gonna take taxes out, that's like $20 an hour there.
Yeah.
So, and then I don't pay myself. Right now we in the building stages and stuff. So I tell people all the time, my business got money, but I don't.
Well, yeah, that's how.
Yeah.
That,
Good man.
From I mean, granted, I don't run a business, but from like a lot of the research I have done, that's how a lot of people operate. And they kind of just if they necessarily need money, they'll take it out of the business. But most of that money goes back into the business of whatever you're doing.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of a bad way to operate that way. Because it's like me personally, even though I'm in that line of work, I have a problem or I have trouble being confident with the price, because I'm not used to that type of money. So
Yeah.
you go do a hardscape project, you might, it may be $7,000, $10,000, and then you telling them the price, and you like doing a big ass gulp before you give it to them, because of course you want the work, but
Deep down, you kind of feel like you having to present to them like I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing, but deep down, you know you learning right now too.
Deep down, tell you the truth, I'm sitting there thinking like, even if I had money, I wouldn't pay that much for this shit.
Bro, I know exact. When I used to be on some of them jobs, it's like, what are these people thinking? Like, I'm sitting here thinking like, all right, you got to have bread out of your ass. If you sitting here paying me, you'd be on a job for a week straight, and I'm sitting here building you a pond in your backyard for your dog to swim in. Man, if you don't go to the Dollar General and get a blue little round plastic kiddie pool. But
it's crazy. That's how it be. You go to order materials for a job, and of course you price the materials into the quote, but you looking at it, you like, some rocks, $1,500, $2,000 shit. I might as well want to pick them out myself, really. So, you know.
So when did you start the company? When did you start your company?
Not to a birthday party.
I started about 3 years ago.
3 years ago. So has it been hard trying to, especially like, because you started 3 years. So what's that? 2019.
Yeah.
Like early 20. So
Yeah.
of course we had COVID and shit. So is it hard, or was it hard, or is it still hard trying to find consistent employees?
Yeah, that one right there about the only, Chop about the only one that I can say, work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He about the only one. But see, it sucks because I can't schedule my business around having him work with me because it's, he in school. He got other things to do. So,
Yeah.
of course, I struggle with, finding reliable help. It's like, we worked on a job this past week. Well, yeah, this past week I was working on the job. I had 4 guys working with me. One sat on the phone the whole time. You tell them get off the phone, this, that, and third, which is it's kind of, tell you the truth, it's kind of hard being that way because it's like, you're 21.
Yeah.
These people you went to school, people around your age, so it's hard to.
Yeah, but you got shit to do. You run a
But you
business,
got
dog.
shit to do.
I was about to say, you run a
Exactly.
business, dog. You got to be, you got to crack down on that shit because you got money to be made. And if they want to
Exactly.
get paid, they got to work.
So, it's like, get off your phone. That was really the only problem I had this week. However, I let my cousin started working with me this week.
Yeah.
2 days in a row. It was a bad day. It was a bad day. He worked his ass off, but
in that line, correct me if I'm wrong from your standpoint, but from what I know about that field, paying, like, I feel like a lot of people take to outside type work like that, and they're like, I'll show up to work with my dirty boots and my dirty whatever on, and I'll work my ass off all day. That's good. Like, you need about one person on the team to do that. But smart work better than hard dumb work.
So
like, you know what I mean? Right now for you, time is money.
yeah. And see, I'm that dude right now. I don't mind. He can tell you I won't ask him to do anything that I won't do. Anybody else who won't work with me will tell you I won't ask anybody to do anything that I wouldn't do. But shit, you gonna do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like I don't mind being and that's what I enjoy about working with him the most. It's like it's that's what you want in employee and stuff. Somebody that you can depend on who, understands the task and what has to get done. Like I say, right now, it's hard for me to find good people to work. So it's like of course, I just turn to people that I feel could use the money and could essentially help me. I got a young guy. He like 18, and he been working with me. He worked real hard, but he don't have a clue what's going on. So it's some things with me being 21, I have to get better at explaining stuff.
But you still young too. So people, it's still a learning curve for you as much as it is for them.
It is.
I'll add this real quick. The guy that I work for, I'll be honest and say, as far as the people that I've met since like graduating high school, as far as whatever it'll be in whatever kind of business, boss, a co-worker, whatever, that's one of the best dudes I've ever met
Yeah.
in my life.
That's
One of the best things that you got that you said out of your mind right there was that you won't ask him to do nothing you won't do. The dude I work for has built this company that he runs from how you are right now. He's been doing it for over, I want to say like he's right at like 20 years, maybe a little bit over 20 years of doing it. And still, when I worked for him, man, I was coming out of high school, young buck. I show up 5 minutes late to work 2 days out the week. He don't never get mad. He take everything on his chin, and the whole time you're there, he in there working with you, and that's after 20 years of doing it.
Yeah.
Like this man got a beach house, like for his family and stuff. So he done worked his way up and did that shit. But still, every morning he'd be the first one there. He's gonna be the last one to leave. He gonna be one of the top ones putting the most work in. I feel like as long as you got that right there, then the people that's around you, they may differ, come and go, whatever, but as long as you keep that, you're going to keep somebody good around you because you're going to attract what you put out.
And see, like he'll tell you, I might say 9 o'clock, and I might pull up 11 o'clock. So as
God damn, 2 hours late.
as I'm growing into businesses, you run into stuff sometimes. But as I'm growing, I'm getting better with like I started waking up early now, so that's something I kind of struggle with. But I ain't never been that lazy in my life. Like I've always been the type to be able to get up. But shit, I ain't got since I got out of high school, it's just like some things unchanged with me.
Yeah.
We gotta make some tweaks. That's kind of off topic, but
So, I got about 2-3 more questions for you. So, one is what is something that you do that maybe customers don't really understand and they have a problem with, but you like, this is the reason we do it and how we do it this way. Do you have stuff like that you run into and maybe they just don't understand, so you have to kind of explain it to them?
I got one. And Chop probably know who I'm talking about. I got one customer who want to know exactly what every process is.
Yeah.
She want to stand over you and watch you do it. I don't really. Just curious.
Yeah.
That's the only customer that I met like that want to know every.
Be the ones that pay
thing.
good.
Now I do have one. I do have a like a grass client who shit, I can walk away from there and I'm like, this is the best looking yard I ever cut.
And it's just not good enough for them?
And it's not good enough. So at that point I'm just like, and I told him a couple times, should you find something, you could do it yourself or you can find somebody else to do it.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Seriously, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna please everybody.
So my next question is, what is the worst customer experience you've ever had? You ever ran into like a Karen or anything like that?
I ran into a black man, Karen.
So
A black
break
man
that
Karen.
down for me. What happened?
Clip that. A black man Karen.
Yeah, I ran into Terry Crews. So it was a situation where we did a big mulch job, like huge mulch job, and it was like the little AC vents and stuff.
Yeah.
I know when I got there, it was mulch piled up against it. So, I'm telling him like, we finished the mulch job, and he called me. He like, hey, can you come and clean the thing out?
Yeah.
Because you got mulch all in it. I said no. When I pulled up, and I just thought about I got two, but when I pulled up, it was mulch up against it. No, I know where I put it at. So I go back and forth with him. I kind of argue with him for about, a couple minutes in the car, and I make up in my mind, fuck it, I know what was there when I got there, so I'm not going back to clean out nothing.
Yeah.
So basically, I didn't get paid until I went back up there, and I never went back up there. But he took $200 out of the pay that he was supposed to pay me. He said that's what the HT got charged on. And he's still one of my customers, but he also the one that nothing is ever good enough. You know?
Yeah. So what's the other one? You said you had two.
The
What's
other one, I'm just gonna be honest. One of the worst customers I ever had in my life was my damn aunt. I swear.
And why is it?
Cause probably because something along the lines of she not thinking about it as
She want that shit done for free.
she probably not thinking my nephew Kai's trying to get out here and do his own thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what can he do for me?
So pay, and then sometimes I think she have a problem with. I'm gonna leave that one off, but pay, and she thinks she pay too much. She got a decent sized yard, and she thinks she pay too much.
Yeah.
And then two, it's certain things she don't pay for that I don't do, unless you pay extra for it. And I ain't communicated that before.
Yeah.
But with a lot of people, I say like this. With a lot of people, I do look out on certain things. Like I don't mind losing a few dollars to put a smile on people's face.
Yeah,
Or something like
but
that.
that's how you
that's
get
gonna
good.
carry.
I was about to say
Yeah.
that's
That's
how you
gonna carry.
get good customer service and have people coming back.
And see, it's like it's like I say, I go out the way to make sure most of my customers. But it's just some people that's not gonna be happy. I actually do have a couple that I think are, off the top of my head, they sweet people and they nice people, but they also, in a sense, are nothing is ever good enough.
I ain't understand that. And my last question is: so what is the goal? What is your goal for your business? And where do you want it to be? Let's just say like the next 4 or 5 years. I know 4 or 5 years is a long time, but where do you want your business to go, and where do you want to be at with your business in the future?
So 4 or 5 years from now, it's not about money, but I definitely want to have $1 million a year in revenue company,
Yeah.
or in sales.
Yeah, I know.
then-
I know how that goes.
And then on top of that, just I don't really know. I know the main thing is the money in sales. If you make the money, things are going good. But also, I would like to, like right now, I would like to find people who can work with me and we grow together. Maybe you start off at $15 an hour, but shit, when the company go up, you making 40, 50,000, a year.
Yeah.
Just that type of stuff. So it's just really the money is the main thing. Just it being more successful. I never want to grow like this big, huge company that I step away from and I go on vacation every week or something. But I do want it to be where I can have
that freedom.
Yeah, I can have 4 or 5 crews in different places doing jobs, and I'm going out estimating or whatever.
Yeah. You just kind of like supervising. But that's good, man. That's great for you. I'm
I
glad
could
everything's
say
going
I
well.
could say this before if all the questions are done or whatever.
Yeah,
before we move off that topic, from like I said before, I hadn't been in your situation at all as far as like having to take the heat of like the forefront of everything, because I know there's a lot of pressure that come with that.
Yeah.
And the main thing with that being, it's easy to say you grinding if you go to work and somebody can tell you what to do.
Yeah.
That's easy, simple to put your mind to. All right, I got to move this from here to there for 12 hours a day. But when you got to get out there and then you just kind of look around and you're like, all right, I'm the man. Like, all right, I got to make the call.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure with that. But from what I've been around in that industry, and I've seen people with characteristics that make them fall and what holds them back in that field, and then people that excel and why they excel or whatever. You've said a lot of good shit from up here that everybody that I've been around that has elevated is the same principles.
It's just like I look at it like, you always treat people how you would want to be treated as an employee. I told the guys that was working with me yesterday that I don't really view them as employees. In a way, I view them as partners. But like you said, if something go wrong, it's on me. If
They ain't nobody to turn back to. And,
Exactly.
Hey, this customer said that. Nah,
it's all on me.
right.
So, like, somebody called out on me yesterday. We moved 15 yards of mulch, 2 guys, and about 7 hours yesterday. That's nonstop. So it's like I was out there and then I had another guy out there. So it's just like that type of stuff you run into. It's like, okay, he told me it needed to be done on Friday, the day before. It was supposed to come on Thursday, and then it came late Thursday. So, now we exceeded the deadline. Luckily,
Right.
he was pretty understanding and stuff. But
Yeah. But the next thing we will move into, man, we got the OG Warzone squad right in this motherfucker. Minus JJ, minus Omar.
Talk to me.
But we got us four. We play a lot of Warzone together, and we
Ray-
played a lot of 2K together.
Ray
Yeah.
not a
Corner, bro, corner. Bro, come on, bro. What is you doing?
But what are you?
I say,
He not an OG though. He play Fortnite with him.
Nah, Ray part of
Man,
OG
niggas
squad,
too old to
man.
be playing Fortnite.
We're looking at you, bro. We're looking at you.
sometimes Warzone be too much. I got to take my talents to Fortnite sometimes.
You can't even do it.
But hey, man, since we got us four here, who sells the most? Who sells
Don't
the
wait.
most?
Don't wait.
Warzone.
Shit, well, I don't sell at all. Honestly.
Don't lie on the pie.
Honestly.
You've never sold.
I mean, I have before, most
Yeah,
definitely,
okay.
but
That's what
I'm,
we get to.
nigga, I'm solid with it. I'm solid with
So
it.
we all agree it's Caius, right? is that what we can answer? We all agree it's Caius, right?
This nigga be gone for hours.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But that shit crazy, bro.
First of all, let me tell y'all. So, say we on Warzone, damn, everybody about to look. He'll be
Pre-game
like,
live.
no, look, yeah, I ain't even started the game yet. I'm waiting on Kaiser to come back. I told you to start it. All right, bet. I started. Boom. The next thing you know, everybody about to jump. I'm like, bet, we about to jump right here. I see everybody jump out the plane. I'm like, bro, who is this? I look on the other side of the map. This nigga, next thing you see, he gets sent to the gulag. I'm like, bro, this nigga Kais ain't in
You
here.
be like, no, bro, I
you
died.
hear this nigga all the way across the house. Bro.
What's your nickname for him?
Oh, Mr. Can't sit it down. That nigga get up every game.
Every game.
And then
asking for a loadout.
If he's not getting up,
That
hey,
nigga
go to
asking
the
for a
lobby, bro. I
loadout.
gotta switch my gun, dog.
I got it. Hold on.
Go switch to
Look, well, after the Warzone game, this nigga be like, bro, can you bag out, bro? I gotta go to the I gotta change my gun. And he changing the gun. I think he already know the gun. Hey, bro, what's that class? I done gave this nigga that Mac 10 class 1,000 times, nigga. 1,000,000,000,000 times.
Not trying to damn be a dickhead or nothing, Matt, but I got a question for you because this is what I feel like.
What?
I feel like you would be one of them teammates. I feel like you would be one of them teammates on Warzone just based off my knowledge of Fortnite. I ain't got that much knowledge of Warzone, but they similar.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be one of them teammates that is good at the game. Like you probably good.
It's never my fault if I die. If that's where you're going.
No, I feel like you
He
would.
don't care about winning, he care about kills.
I feel like you wouldn't. Whenever you think about going to make a play, I don't think about. Yeah, you're not thinking about everybody. Like, all right, let me put since I'm one of the better players, let me put myself in a good position to. Let's all push together. No, you be running off by yourself or something and go try to fight a team by yourself, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do that shit all the time. And then I'll be like, where the fuck y'all at?
Fuck that. I wouldn't play with you.
I'll be across the map.
I wouldn't play with you.
I'll be across the map.
Trust me, it's bad.
I'll be across the
Just be
map.
gone.
I'll be across the map. Hey, I'll be across the map. I'll be like, where the fuck are y'all at?
Where the fuck? And then it's always me ending up having to find 4 bands to buy this motherfucker back. Because he don't.
I ain't gonna. There has been. We don't. I didn't put that one.
Motherfucker got hands for
But I will say, there has been a couple times. Me and Ray don't really argue, but there has been a couple times me and he was going.
But me and Matt stay going at it.
There has been a couple times where I'll die or he will die, and he'll be like, Matt, where the fuck you at? I'm like, I'm fighting the whole fucking.
No, look, no. Last time,
so bad. Somebody said they'll spit on somebody. And then somebody said they'll come to their house and beat them up in front of their mama. It was he. Nigga told Matt he'll spit on them. What the fuck?
nah, look though. Last time me and Matt had got into it is because look, we on Warzone. We know what the team at. We know they close. So I'm like, Matt, drop your money real quick. All he got to do is drop the money. I got the rest of the money to get a UAV so we can see where everybody at. And this is what he did. He didn't drop the money. He took off running over there and died. No, everybody died. Yeah, everybody died. I was like, see, if niggas would have dropped their money, this would have never happened. Then it went up from
It
there.
went left, dog.
I'm telling you.
We don't argue too much, but when me and him get an argument, we be going fucking at it, dog.
I'm telling you, man.
Nah, who go at it the worst though?
Kai, so he be in there.
I'm peacekeeper.
I think I see your role with y'all squad on Warzone being like Cody's role on our squad on Fortnite. Cause Cody, he good. He the best one in our little group at Fortnite. Him and Francisco. But Cody He not about to make sure you got health or damn rise you. No. Cody gonna be 2 towns away, and I give it to him though. He'll drop about 2 squads by himself, but then he'll get down bad and he'll die or some shit. If he die, fuck this, I'm getting out. Cody left the party.
We don't do that unless it's a bad day. If we're just
Man,
getting
my
fucking
role-
real, that's when we get off.
Look, this is what my role with the team is. I stay with everybody. I watch where everybody's at, stay with them, and then it'll say if we like 50 meters away and everybody kind of like having a little shootout,
Yeah.
fuck that. I'm pulling the shotgun out. I'm charging them mugs. I know I'm gonna die,
Yeah.
but shit, if I can knock everybody's shield off, damn, come in here and get them.
somebody gonna get
I'm
'em.
gonna go
I used
down,
to be-
but I'm going to.
That's that.
But I say back then,
I
used
go
to be
on
standing
the
back,
suicide
but now
mission every
I'm going
game.
in head first.
Yeah. Ray don't learn the confidence, man.
I don't see. Since I first started, I'm like, I done got so much better. Like,
I'm telling you.
I used to be so motherfucking bad. Like,
Look, the way you got to play
no
that shit,
kills.
because look, you got to think about it. You shoot somebody a little bit. No, you say you get shot a little bit. Then you trying to play it up. You thinking to yourself, I hope these niggas don't rush shit. That's how you got to do, nigga. You hit him a little bit. You got to push that motherfucker while he playing up. Take advantage of his ass.
But damn.
No, like not like that though.
No, you
Yeah,
and
pause.
Kai, you and Kai's be going at it all the time, bro. That should be.
Nah, that nigga Kyle be starting with me though.
Nah. Too
He be saying,
disrespectful. you be using fighting words.
Nah, he be what's the word? He be saying stuff that I don't get down with, like something that the opposite sex should say.
yeah, they be saying shit. Look, they be saying, I ain't gonna say what going on in the party, but they be saying some out of pocket shit about each other's parents,
Oh,
about what they doing with each other's daddies and shit. That shit.
I don't know what you.
That shit.
Oh. but who be? No. Kaya's don't participate in that. Oh yeah, you.
But so
Right?
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh,
I just got back here. I don't know what's going on for real. I just got back in town today.
That nigga part,
ain't on the game.
part of the
Yeah,
LGBTQ community.
that motherfucker
Yeah,
act like
nah.
he ain't
No,
heard from
Flores
us.
got Wi-Fi,
That
nigga.
motherfucker
Sirski.
act like he ain't heard from us in weeks. But nah, we talked about Warzone. Who sells the most in 2K?
So let's rank the
Not
let's
me.
rank the Warzone
Chop.
players. I wanna know.
What is
Let's-
it? What
Yeah,
is it?
no.
Let's rank them.
No, Caius.
Hold on,
No.
let's rank the Warzone real quick. It's
Go ahead.
me. He,
I wanna hear everybody's like rankings.
It's-
All right. So, me number one, Matt. Damn. Well, out of us four.
Yeah.
Yeah, JJ in there too.
Well, I'm just going. Well,
well, JJ would still be
JJ
last.
JJ play a lot.
JJ would still be last. So
I mean, but you know he's playing the constant.
all right. All right, yeah, I'll just do four here. So I'll say me, Matt, Raiden, and Caius.
that's crazy.
No, but look, though, look. No, because look. Shit. I don't know how it's crazy because you'll get a little bit more kills than me. Shit, I'll get more kills than you. They go back and forth. But look, though.
1A, 1B.
Yeah, you can say that, but the reason I'll put me above you because I benefit more to the team. Y'all bring more to the team when it comes to it. Like,
I agree.
Say-
I'm not necessarily a team player.
yeah. So that's why I would say myself.
But okay, I'll go me, him, you, Kais. I think we all gonna have the same rankings. Just me and him flip around.
I'll say me.
Where's the camera? Oh, there it is.
No,
It's
no,
a prank.
no.
It's a prank.
that.
Wait.
No. Ray do go crazy.
Wait. You know you gotta check me out. I'll say me, him, Matt, Caius. And
That's
this is
crazy. Why y'all disrespecting me like
That is a wild. That is fucking wild.
no. Let
No,
me tell
you
y'all.
gotta hear it,
Let me
though.
tell y'all why. Don't know me interrupt for real. The reason I say me, it's, for me, like being the best player is not all about the kills. You feel me? Because I'm gonna do my
Fact, though.
part, but like
I'm
them
telling
games
you.
that we do win,
Ray done bought us back for real.
I'm out there. I'm the only one that don't want the gulag. I'm back there. I done made up so much money. I'm buying everybody back. You know.
But we
I'm
all
doing
do that. But
no.
we
I'm saying,
all do
but
that. But
I'm saying I do this like
Winning the
it's what I do
gulag.
though. Like,
What you talking about winning the gulag?
no. I'm talking about like
I could hear it.
I do this a lot. You feel me? Like that's my role. You know, I get the money. I buy people back. I do what I need to do. You know, I got some good call outs, but I really like I'm really keeping the team involved for real. Now I ain't gonna put myself number one for real. I say he number one. I say he number one because even though you finish with more kills sometimes, I say the game where he the most kills.
Yeah.
Just the games we win. You feel me?
But now though, look. I mean, shit. I'll say like I don't know. Lately on Warzone, I've been up there kill wise.
Well, I got on last night. It's kind of off topic. I got on last night and played Rebirth with Noah Dog. I was in straight.
Yeah, I seen you was talking about it in the
that shit
group
was
chat.
crazy.
Yeah, Rebirth's fun.
I was playing straight PC
Rebirth's
players.
fun because it's always action.
Yeah, it's
Is it
straight.
my turn?
But nah, it's better
yeah,
on
give it
like
your-
regular Warzone when you getting damn full action. The whole lobby like that shit lit.
Give us your rankings out of us four.
So, truthfully,
Don't you dare put
honestly,
yourself
not
first.
even not
Don't you dare put yourself
not even
first.
being biased. I swear. Me first. I'm being dead ass.
Okay.
Why it can't be
Mr. K
first?
said
Y'all
it.
put me last, so I'm first. Shit. I survived a gulag. I'm second. I'm third, and I'm fourth.
That's a terrible team.
These niggas suck. Excuse my language. Can I?
Yeah, you can cuss it on.
Okay.
Nigga.
Can I say the
Okay,
the
that's
N-word?
wild. That's wild.
Can I say the N word?
Yeah, dog. What?
I got a question.
What?
I got a question.
Nah,
Shit.
What?
this about to come from the soul.
I'll tell
For
you.
About to get you canceled for real.
What's up?
No, I'm fucking with you. I ain't got no question.
Nah,
But now that's your top five though.
Let's hear it.
You gotta hear it.
No, that was
his
my top
ranking.
four.
His
No.
rankings was
Top
all
four.
of him.
Nah, if I tell the truth though, my real rankings, I ain't gonna eat up no more time. But I got me, Chop, Ray, and Matt.
For sure.
Y'all smoking that motherfucking dick today. That's crazy.
Then you put Matt
I don't
last.
smoke no wee wee.
Okay, well then we go. Since that was an awful fucking list, we're gonna go over to 2K. We're gonna go over to 2K. Who sells the most of 2K? We'll include JJ because we play rec and that's a 5-man team. So who's the sells the most of 2K?
JJ.
I ain't gonna lie. I'd say JJ or Kaz.
I don't even get the ball half the time. Shit, I be in the middle.
No, look. I ain't look. Sometimes when Kayas play good, that nigga play good. But when he damn selling, that nigga is selling. I'll say that. So, but JJ, I don't know.
Like JJ get buckets. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
JJ
but
get
he gonna
buckets.
sell for sure. Yeah, I had to
gonna
say.
sell
it.
for sure.
It's just like the reason I wouldn't say JJ because like at the end of the day like because like them fucking guards be so and I'm like,
Yeah,
me and JJ
yeah,
getting hit
yeah.
with so many screens so like them guards and shit hard to guard.
But
regardless.
JJ be having hella turnovers though. Turnover God.
And he shoot hella shots too. That nigga
Yeah.
shoot 25 shots a game.
So what? So
No. Honestly, I finish off with the most shots most of the time for real.
Yeah. You want to play ISO. So
I'm really Kobe.
Don't let
Either
somebody
J-
score.
Kobe ball.
either
nigga.
JJ
Give that motherfucker back. Give that
Don't let
motherfucker
somebody
back.
score.
No, I got look. If
Like
somebody score on me, I got to get that back. I got to.
You don't
That's-
always
And I'm gonna
have
get it back about 8 times out of 10. 8 times out of 10.
He just flipping the fuck out.
But,
hell no. That's why we be
But
losing.
no, the problem, the reason I say you sell when most of the time
For me?
yeah, is because we be passing to you down low, and dog, there be like 3 people down there, and you still go up for the layup,
Shit,
dog.
they be fouling me.
It's a video game. This ain't real
They
life.
supposed to call it, man.
Nah, pass that bitch out, dog. What are we doing?
Shit. Well, with that,
I'll say Matt sometimes
yeah, I was about to say Matt too.
because
Matt
like
out
look,
there.
I sell
Matt,
sometimes.
Matt,
I ain't gonna lie.
a lot of times, but like
A lot. That's crazy.
not a lot, but
We ain't played 2K in a
just
while.
a good bit of
We need to
times
run-
because like
we need to run that
we'll
shit
be in
back.
a good
I
game.
ain't really
It's in the
feeling
fourth
too
quarter
bad.
with a minute and 30 left. All right, so boom, we up by like 1 point. We tell Matt, all right, boom. Matt be like, all right, don't force it. Give me the we gonna be like, set up and all that shit. This nigga Matt will force a crazy ass 3,
I be open though.
contest it like a motherfucker, miss it, then come back down, turn it over, then turn it over again. Then out of nowhere, the game lost. You done played a whole good ass game. You got the most points, the most rebounds,
I only
all
did
that
like
shit.
twice.
And then in the fourth quarter, with a minute and 30 left, you just
I do think the last game that I played though,
The last game I remember you playing is the dude had 40 on you and then you quit and he ended up dropping 40.
He quit at like the end of the game.
No. Shh. Look, the last
that motherfucker
game,
had 40 in like the first half.
the last game I remember playing in 2K, I believe we gave it to somebody in the corner, wide open. We came back. I think we came back from like 10. Gave it to somebody in the corner and they just missed the shit.
I'm gonna make
Why?
It was either JJ or Matt.
I'm
I
gonna
know
make
It
it
was
that.
Matt.
Be real, it was probably
you
me.
know, I'm a
It
corner
was you.
specialist on that motherfucker. I'm gonna make it out of a
Right
corner.
gonna hit that
In the
motherfucker unless he
game.
lagging.
Yeah, unless I'm
That
lagging.
nigga start
That
lagging.
nigga
That
lag
motherfucker.
every other second.
Nah,
That
tell you.
Wi-Fi bad. No, the Wi-Fi bad.
No. Look. Now, has it been sometimes that you missed that shit, but you wasn't lagging and you said, "Oh, I'm lagging."
You know that has. You know
I know
that
it
has.
has.
No, check me out. Look, I don't want to put like, cause we on camera and shit like that, but like, I don't want to put nothing on my grandmother something this small, but like, on baby Christ, like dead ass serious, like.
So you ain't never been
When I
like.
say I'm lagging, I really like to be lagging.
So you ain't
Okay,
no,
okay,
but,
have
so
you-
you ain't
have
never
you-
had a bad
okay,
release
have
and
you
said
ever-
it was lagging.
on God, on the biggest God, whatever you believe, on whatever I believe, on
Allah?
God,
Yeah.
Allah?
everything, no lie. When I say I
On
be
Finley
lagging,
Soul.
everybody so
Nah, real thin.
everybody. When I say I be lagging, nigga, I be lagging. I don't care.
Okay. Have you ever hit the ground in Warzone and say you got sniped?
Man, that nigga be lying.
Yeah, you done that
That nigga
shit.
be lying.
So check me out. When I hit the ground,
Nah, that shit be
Warzone,
finessing,
I got
though.
snapped, I really do be trying to pull the parachute. It ain't like I don't be
Tell me.
trying.
But you didn't get
shit
sniped,
happened to
dog.
get
I did get
Warzone.
snapped. I did get sniped, but still though.
I be doing that shit.
Nah. Okay, I have done.
Hey,
Snapped
I
like
ain't
2
gonna lie.
times.
We was playing the other day and there was a dude going through there and I think Ray was spectating me. I did not hit that motherfucker once. I was like, one shot.
Be lying.
That was bad business.
But I be doing that shit all the time. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you got to though. The motherfucker.
I'm telling you.
I got one question. Can we turn that fan off? It's cold as fuck.
Huh?
Can we turn the fan off? It's cold.
The thermostat's right above you. Just move it to the left one. All the way. The right side, move to the left one.
I'm in here to cut off, but my nipples hard as fuck. I said my nipples is hard as fuck. It's cold as fuck in here.
Have y'all been keeping up? Have y'all been keeping up? Have y'all been keeping up with that Johnny Depp case?
I
Nah.
watched it today.
My girl keeps sending me stuff on TikTok, but I don't know what
I'm
none of that
happy that
means.
CSI
Except for the makeup situation.
Hey, that head gotta be crazy.
Nah, that case,
That head gotta be
like,
crazy.
What is like the what's like the
I-
overrun of the whole situation?
I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you or these people like following the case in depth. I don't even know. All I know is
The whole thing.
it's a toxic relationship
The
on
whole
both
thing.
sides.
The whole thing is about domestic violence. People. She said that Johnny Depp used to like fucking ram his face in cocaine and like beat the shit out of her. But really, there was a recording and it was her on the recording and she was like, "Go tell the jury that I, Johnny Depp, am a victim of domestic abuse." And I don't know.
She said, go tell the world that I, Johnny Depp, a white male, am a victim of domestic violence and see who believes you.
Yeah,
And
basically
he's the
saying,
whole
like-
time he's like, no matter what happens here, I lose. He was like, even if the jury proves that I'm innocent, he was like, I lose because you just based off words being able to say that I did something, he was like, I lost everything.
Yeah, like he's not.
And
Yeah, he's not-
The
he's
fucked
not-
up thing about it, this is why I like the case so much, is because like that shit go on a lot, man. Like not trying to say everybody, not trying to say that everybody, every woman is like this or nothing. I'm not trying to get into all that shit, but all I'm trying to say is if Johnny Depp were to have tried to do what she's doing, then it would have been like,
It would just be, they would
Man up.
have just brushed it off.
like
They would've
yeah,
just
like
brushed
man
it
up,
off.
whatever. But it's just the fact that she brought it up, and they so in depthly like questioning him. Like if you listen to the thing,
And the questions are so
they're asking
bad.
him, the questions they're asking him, bro, is like so out of pocket. Like that ain't even right. But the way he's responding to it, fucking hilarious.
Like they be asking them questions. They'll be like, I think there was one question, and it was like,
I seen one.
one of the people that works for him. They were in Australia, and he like came in the room, and the lawyer was like, "Now was this like after Johnny Depp hit her?" And he was like, what are you talking about? Because like apparently like he didn't hit her or that. I don't know if he ever hit her, but if he did, apparently in that situation that lawyer was talking about, he didn't hit her, and he was like, "What abuse are you talking about? Like, like what are you saying though?
Sometimes they be asking questions though to
Incriminate yourself."
yeah, something like that. Like they probably asked them.
They want you to
see.
tell on yourself. That's all it is.
But women definitely. I ain't been following that case, but I know women definitely beat up men.
I don't know the actual percentage, but you know the report for domestic abuse for women is like 10 times higher than men. And it's because men just don't report it. And even if you do report it, like I've heard cases where even if you report that, like people have reported that their girlfriend or wife was beating on them, and they still take the guy to jail just because they like
Raised their
it's
voice.
just like it's just not. Men get abused too,
My mom
but
went to jail one time for domestic abuse. She hit my dad in the head with a beer bottle in the gas station for cheating. She come in the gas station. He was with another woman. Yeah, busted shit.
Now that's like it depends on what type of
I saluted for
it
it.
depends on what type of beer bottle it is though. Because if
Cracking
she got a 40 glass, that motherfucker it's gonna take a little strength to break it.
Like,
So yeah,
shit's still hard.
yeah, that shit still.
glass over somebody's head is crazy.
That's damn brain damage.
Now look, back
And
to
if they
the
get knocked out, they in a coma for at least a month.
back to that case or whatever though. I think the best shit about it, the shit that I love about the whole case, and I think is hilarious, is the fact that if you listen to the questions that they're asking them and the way they're bringing stuff up, the court is like, you cannot tell me that the court is not set up against Johnny Depp. Like, in no way, shape, or form do they have her on the hot seat. It's strictly him.
Well, I don't.
But the way he's handling it is fucking like
Yeah,
that man is a legend for what he's doing right now.
but I don't.
Because they sitting there asking him all kind of crazy ass shit. Like,
I think it's just her lawyer because like the like him or like somebody that work like 'cause, you know they bring a bunch of witnesses and like people that can tell. So they bring a bunch of people up there and like they'll be laughing at like the shit Johnny Depp says.
Yeah,
Or,
because
like,
the way he's
what the
turning
lawyer
it.
says, what the lawyer
like
says.
the one, my favorite clip from the whole thing. If you can, I don't know how hard it is to edit, but if you can put a clip in here, I'm gonna send you a clip and put it right here.
All right.
This shit is fucking hilarious. The dude's like, "You were drinking heavily that night," and he was like, "Were you there?" And everybody starts laughing, and then he was like, "You poured a mega pint."
Oh yeah, that's
like just the words he
never heard that
uses.
shit.
But
I
he
never heard
was
that
like,
shit in my life.
he was like, "You poured a mega pint of red wine," and Johnny Depp literally like takes a second, processes it, and he goes, "A mega pint."
Yeah, I think
That shit is fucking hilarious.
I had seen that.
The-
I seen when you sent that. I seen
like,
that.
the-
In chat.
That should tell you right there. If you look back there at her during the case, she's sitting there like this the whole time.
Ain't shit.
Did y'all see?
Looking at everybody because she knows she worried about something. This man
Is
is
she
comfortable
bad?
enough.
I still ain't seen her face.
I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. Nah, I ain't even gonna lie because I ain't even gonna talk. Anyway, the way that he's sitting in there and he's comfortable enough to like make light out of the situation, man, he ain't that down bad. Because they showed the video
Did
that
y'all
she
see-
illegally took of him, and he was slamming a cabinet, and they were like, "See how aggressive he is?
Yeah.
Every man's got aggressiveness in him. Like, you feel me? When-
Everybody has aggressiveness in them.
Well, everybody does, but like a man, especially if you got a man that's got substance abuse problems and shit and got shit wrong up here, that's a problem in itself.
Yeah.
But everybody tries to take that and dig it into like, oh, this is a terrible person. That's not a terrible person. He's probably got his own problems and shit. Yeah, if he gets mad and frustrated, okay, he might slam the cabinet door or whatever and pour a mega pint of fucking
Would you
whatever.
rather me slam the cabinet or beat the shit out of you? I mean,
Yeah, but like
what are we doing?
that ought to tell you how good of a damn person he is,
shit.
that he's got that many problems going on and that he's that
I mean,
aggravated with himself
Amber
that he's
Heard's-
slamming cabinets and shit and drinking that much, but he still ain't never touched a woman. That ought to tell you how good of a person he
Amber
is.
Heard's
not
lawyer-
looking at the bad side. That's what they want to do, is look at the bad side, and that's what everybody tries to do.
Amber Heard's lawyer needs to be fired because that motherfucker sucks. He single-handedly probably lost in this fucking
It's
case.
because she got that blonde hair. That ain't right.
But it's because that motherfucker probably single-handedly lost in this case because all the dumb shit he said. But on top of that, that's not even the wildest shit. The wildest shit is when she took a shit on this motherfucker's bed.
I don't even know nothing about that part. I can't lie.
She took in the court. There, I don't know if there was a video or like an audio, but she took a shit on this motherfucker's bed, and then she said it was a terrible joke.
That whole dog. Who's shitting on the bed though?
They ain't ladylike.
Dog,
Who shitting on the bed?
If you come home and your girl shit on the bed, do you take that as a prank, dog? You like, you got me.
My dog gonna
You
shit on
got
the
me,
bed.
dog.
Fuck no. Hell no.
Shitting on the bed is crazy.
That is crazy.
Put a motherfucking diaper.
The whole thing, this is what I think everybody or the world, whatever, need to take from this shit. Everybody sitting here, either you're going to take Amber Turd's side of it, if you want to be spaceless and just believe whatever, well, that's all right, brother. But, or you could just think like, I'm guilty of this. I'm looking at the whole situation as comedy-wise because I'm thinking the way he's handling this shit is fucking hilarious. But, like, let's be real. Right now, he probably in a lot more freedom than he has felt in a few years. Because right now, he's kind of got the idea of, like, all right, if you got a normal mind, at least they're seeing that I'm not a terrible-ass person.
Well,
I got problems, but I'm not this monster she's created.
Well, apparently this shit's been going on for like 6 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I'm pretty sure she filed in like 2016.
What people need to, I feel like what the world needs to really see is for these last 6 years, yeah, the man might be doing coke. Yeah, the man might be smoking whatever. Yeah, he might be drinking however much, whatever. There's a reason for that shit. Like, that don't make him a terrible person.
No.
You feel me? Now, if he was doing all that and he was beating the shit out of her and he was taking illegal videos of her like she's doing him and shit, and he was causing all this push towards the media, then okay, it's like, yeah, bro, like, this man ain't right.
Yeah.
He ain't brought none of this shit up. He probably doing all this shit, all this drinking, all this smoking, all these drugs. He's probably doing this shit to compensate for what he don't got up here because of this relationship, this bond over the past years is eating so much at him and he's so frustrated that he don't know where to fucking turn. That's what people need to fucking take light on. Because people
but it's a world, dog. You know how it is. People are guilty until proven innocent, not innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, but this shit, fuck the world. Fuck the world.
I gotta say, people are guilty until proven innocent
world.
now. I mean, I agree, but
shit, sometimes it's like guilty and you still guilty even if you're proven innocent. Like, that shit bad.
And that's what's gonna be with him. They still gonna be a select group of people out there that even when this thing gets done and it's over with and Johnny Depp didn't do nothing, he didn't beat her, it wasn't no domestic violence on his end, they still gonna be a group of people out there in the world that say, oh yeah, well, he was with that woman and he made her go crazy because he was doing all this other shit behind closed doors.
Nah, fuck that.
Those type of people ain't never been the victim of that kind of situation. Because if you the victim in a situation like he is, but it ain't in you to play the victim, then you gonna turn out to be the bad guy. And it's a lot easier for people like that to just swallow it and accept it.
You're not in here nothing like that.
I
No, I'm dead serious.
But now I was gonna ask, is like, was they still together? Like after
they got
2016?
No, they got divorced,
Oh,
and then she filed the thing.
I was about to say.
But she filed. They got divorced in 2016. She filed the thing. Then she started dating like Elon Musk or some shit.
Y'all ever
She was. I don't know if she still is.
y'all ever talked about Watson?
About boxing.
I missed the last few episodes.
We haven't talked about it, but if you want to talk about it,
No, don't. Whoa. Don't let the host lie to you. Don't let him lie.
What?
You said boxing?
No, Watson.
Oh, never mind. My bad.
we talked about him a little bit.
You said boxing.
It was me, Cody, and Brad. But what you want to say, man?
Man, that nigga innocent.
Yeah, it was something Brad said that had like brought it back up like in my head or whatever. Like he was kind of saying like no matter what a man do, the world gonna find a way to kind of so should it be a punishment if he was found not guilty for all of the sexual misconducts or
No, but
For
I feel
Deshaun?
like,
But
I feel like it should be a punishment because he put himself in that situation.
but I'm
but you
saying
can't
what's
punish
for
somebody
Deshaun?
for fucking up.
Yeah.
what's
Well,
messing
what you mean?
Not a permanent ban on that, but like he should have to sit out a few games.
But is it not
putting
a-
himself in
is
that
it-
situation? You feel me? Like
Is
Yeah.
it
you
not
shouldn't be sleeping
for?
with your sleeping with all these trainers in the first
Shit,
place.
I would.
You're an NFL quarterback. You should-
I get that. I get
Enjoy
that.
yourself.
I
What
get
if
where
he
you're coming
didn't even
from,
sleep
but
with
it,
some of them
Yeah,
women?
is
he
it
did. He did.
okay?
Nah.
But if he openly slept with them and it was a like open
agreement,
on
what's
on
wrong with it?
on both ends, there was consent.
shit, they know
There
what they
also,
do.
I feel what you're saying. Like there should be, you ought to be smart enough, dog.
Yeah.
You ought to
Feel
be
me?
smart enough not to put yourself in that
And then-
situation. But I feel like it's enough punishment as it is that now you got to deal with the fact. Like
Yeah, I
y'all
feel
don't
like-
think this mug learned having his name on the news every day? He's gonna take more from that, all that backlash, than he is sitting out a few games. Sitting out a few games ain't gonna do nothing to him.
Yeah, I feel like
But-
he should get time served, damn near. You feel me?
Who,
that
he?
jail way. He should. I feel like he should get time served. Like what
Him?
he done did already. Yeah, let him come back and play next season. I don't feel like he should sit out nothing that season.
I don't feel like he should sit out.
If it was
nothing,
all
but I feel
consensual?
like
No, I'm talking about like time served. You know how they go try to add a suspension? Like they might suspend him for like what 6 games next year or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like they should like knock all that shit out and be like, okay, he already done set out a whole last season last year.
yeah, he'd
But,
already
like,
went through
like,
all this
time
shit.
served, you
That
feel me?
all the
I
bullshit.
thought you meant he needed to go to jail. I was like,
No, I was saying, I was saying it in a
Yeah, that-
jail way. You know, like you know how to say.
oh
time
yeah, I get what
served?
you're saying. I get what
Yeah.
you're saying.
But he set out because his contract last year.
Oh, he didn't. It
Yeah,
wasn't no
he
suspension.
wasn't gonna play. They ain't
He wasn't gonna play for the
last year.
Texans.
But even outside of like that, I was saying
He might only get like 6 games.
I was saying it's like messed up how now that's something that's got to be on that man's name for the rest of his career.
Oh,
They
what
did-
about
well, they did-
what
they,
about?
Bitch still with him.
They did that shit with Kobe, man. They did
Yeah.
that shit even and like Big Ben, like even though
Yeah.
they were innocent, like motherfucker, the nastiest shit I've seen is
I
when
ain't gonna lie,
Kobe.
Big Ben was a groping king, though.
No, Sean Oakman is who we need to be talking about. That
motherfucker-
man was a
groping king.
monster in college. Was gonna go first round.
Oh yeah, then he
He got framed for rape. Went undrafted. All that shit went down the drain. And then after all of that
Is that
transpired,
that big,
then
huge dude?
Yeah.
the big dude with the meme that everybody was making from Baylor, the big mug.
Big as hell.
As soon as he was about to damn make it to the NFL and shit, he got accused of rape, and
then
nobody
he was-
drafted him,
yeah.
nobody took a chance on him, whatever,
And
and
he
then
was
it
found
ended up,
innocent.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that's just what's so fucked up because
Scary,
everybody
too.
waiting for it, everybody waiting for them to say guilty. As soon as that happened, they gonna frame the shit out this man. But
But
just
I
because it's innocent, it was like, damn, that sucks. He missed out on the thing. Fuck that. Fuck that. They need to go sit in jail too.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Jerry didn't sign.
But
You know,
I
Jerry
think-
like the
Hold on,
contract.
hold on.
Before we
Jerry
let
Jones.
me get this out before we
ahead,
before we
go
keep
ahead.
going. But I think the nastiest shit I've ever seen was when Kobe died. There was
Gayle King.
there was reporters making like bringing up like he died and he was a cool man, but like what about the rape case?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
bitch, what are you talking about?
And
He was
and She was
innocent.
a black lady. How you
I was
gonna
about
do
to
it to
say
the
like,
own
like
kind,
what
bitch?
like what that was the nastiest shit I ever seen. A
died with his daughter.
motherfucker just died with his daughter. She was like what, like 13?
Yeah, she was young.
Some shit.
Going to her basketball game.
Kids just lost their dad. A mom just lost her husband, and Kobe exactly, and Kobe. It's
Oh my God, I'm so oppressed as a woman. We have to do this and that and that. Let me shut up. 'Cause
but
I ain't doing
I was about to say
shit.
it's not even. I just think that's nasty, bro. A man just died. He was proven innocent, and Kobe was a worldwide respected person. And that's the one thing you're gonna bring up after him and his daughter just died in a plane crash. That shit is nasty, bro.
Same
I'm
Gayle
telling
King. She just had an interview with Megan Thee Stallion, trying to get Tory locked up. I can't stand Gayle King.
Hey,
They need to take her. They need to take her job.
Hey,
all
if
that.
Tory
shit.
come out innocent, Twitter better be on that bitch's ass.
No
You think he'll
care.
come out innocent?
Yes.
I hope so.
I don't know.
They look. I
hope he
don't know about the
Facts.
whole case. I don't know about the whole case, but they never found gun residue on Tory.
Yeah,
but
I
they found
think-
it on her best friend.
I think it was the best friend because he was fucking both of them. He was with her before
telling
Megan
you.
got with her. You know,
So
that's what they was
Tory-
arguing
and
about.
they-
I don't know nothing about the situation, but I hope he does come out innocent.
They dragged that motherfucker on Twitter. So Meg Thee Stallion, if this motherfucker comes out innocent, they got him locked
gonna
up
go
because he
underwater.
broke what that protection order or something. If,
He was
if
tweeting on Twitter. and
yeah, if
shit.
this motherfucker comes out innocent, they better drag that bitch on Twitter.
Yeah,
She
they
better
need-
get the
I'm
same
telling you.
treatment.
I just hope he come
Twitter.
out.
I bet you
innocent,
they
though.
will.
She got Roc Nation shit
Twitter's
behind her.
disgusting place.
She got Jay-Z and all them behind her. That shit
But
gonna be
see,
so
it need
fucking
to be some type of like criminal punishment or something for false allegations, because it's
There's
like
gotta be, bro.
even if you like he was talking about the
Some
Sean
probation
Oakman.
or some shit at least.
Nah, you need.
Fuck that. She tried to take his whole life
Yeah.
away.
But see,
She
like,
got to get her life taken away now.
but like I feel like they should have some type
But I
of penalty.
mean, shit, she probably don't know who shot her.
No, because she said that he reached out the window.
Oh, yeah, that
She-
bitch lying.
Yeah, you feel me? Specifically, reached out the window and said, "Bitch, dance." I can see toilet ass saying, "Bitch, dance," though, with a gun hanging out. Though.
Like off Harlem Nights. You know Harlem Nights? Harlem Nights, the movie with Eddie Murphy.
I wish I would have been there to see, bro, because I don't fucking know.
But yeah, I mean that shit's nasty. But yeah, the shit that sucks about it the most is when you get charged with something like that. It doesn't matter if you're innocent or guilty, because even if you're innocent, motherfuckers gonna be like, "Weren't you part of that rape allegation?" Like, dog, like what are we doing
I'm
right now?
telling you. But nah, people that be lying about that shit though, they deserve life.
yeah.
They deserve life. No.
I don't know
Them
about
niggas,
life.
like no.
People that
This
actually did
the
deserve
Sean Watson situation. Every last one of them hoes deserve life. They need to stand that bitch and die for real.
Oh my god!
Yes, life in that bitch. For
I don't know
real.
about life.
Life, nigga.
No.
This- Let me say something real quick. Look.
Let me give you.
worse
No, I'm about to put the cherry on top.
Give you
I'm gonna put the cherry on
ultimatum.
top real quick.
I think
because that shit's so
Hold
evil, bro.
on. I think
That shit's so evil.
that shit is evil. But let me give.
Kill these
I think.
Nah, they got a right in that bitch.
I think
Fuck
that-
killing them. Nah.
I sent him straight to hell right
Hell
away.
nah.
I think that they should give them. I think they should give them the same time that they would have gave Deshaun if he got.
Hell
convicted.
no, because
I
look,
think
that whole situation fucked up his whole career. Nigga, think about all the shit he could have accomplished throughout that shit.
I don't think he was gonna play for the Texans anyway.
Shit, you never know.
I mean, he could have.
No, look, he could have got sent somewhere. He could have done made history, did some crazy shit, but nah, he didn't because the whole lying. Exactly. Exactly. It ain't in that. This nigga, that shit fucking with his money, his time, all this shit.
I get what y'all
his
saying,
family,
but
all
I'm
that.
trying to think about it reasonably. You can't fucking send these bitches.
That's why.
Cause just imagine if he was found guilty.
Nah, but look.
Then what?
You say you trying to
Exactly.
think of something reasonable. I think they should have some type of maybe not get on the whole charge.
Nah,
Now me
feed it
personally,
to 'em.
I ain't always said if you falsely accuse somebody of something, you do deserve whatever punishment.
I was about to say, you probably deserve whatever punishment that person
I'm
was
with
gonna
that.
get.
Would this
but
cut
like-
it out right here? What? Finish. You finish.
I'm with that, but like, you kind of, nigga, you talking about life.
No, this is what I think would
Life is
be.
crazy,
This would
though.
set it off right here.
I
All
got
right.
some at the broad.
If you go, so let's say I'm gonna use Deshaun as the example here, just because that's what we're talking about. So say one of these women go to the police, whatever, and they gonna report a rape allegation. All right. So in that paperwork right there, when you're reporting this, it needs to be a thing to where, okay, is what you reporting 100% true? Yes, no. If no, if it comes out that you are in the wrong, you have to serve already listed out on paper. So pretty
Like an
much
agreement if they're lying?
pretty much an agreement to sign where like I mean this enough to where I will make these allegations. But if I'm wrong, if I'm lying right here, then I know I got to go do 15 years. If you do that right there, I bet that shit ceases a
But
little
see,
bit.
like, what's fucked up about that is it's people that actually do get raped. You know
No,
what
that's
I'm
what I'm saying. Because
And,
if you go, if you are one of the ones
But if
that,
you're
that
willing-
actually
I'm
do
saying,
get
even
raped,
if-
then you know when you sign that, like, no, I'm not worried
I'm-
about it. I
but I'm
100% mean it.
saying,
But then
if
again,
he-
you can't have shit like that because because what if like there's been multiple like Boosie got off on a fucking murder. That doesn't mean he didn't do it.
yeah, you just had a good
So I
lawyer.
mean, there is chances that you just don't have enough evidence. Like there's tons of people that still think OJ did it.
Now the dude had came up and because he was gonna get the death
OJ
penalty. The
did
dude
that
had came up and just it was another dude that came up there and said that he had did it.
You don't think OJ did it?
No, OJ did.
I
but,
don't
but
think
wait,
he did.
this how I feel about rapers and shit.
But the
though.
thing is, you go to trial for a reason. So I mean, there's multiple accounts where you have lack of evidence or shit like that. So I mean that's not a terrible idea. But then again, there's always chances where even if the person did do it, they can still get off clean.
But
by
what
the
would
court.
be a good
So
punishment?
I mean,
though?
I get what you're
I understand.
saying.
I understand what you're saying as well. So and I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I got the clear solution.
Yeah,
Obviously, there's gonna be flaws in anything, so I feel you. But like,
I do think they should
it's
be
not.
punished.
It's not nowhere near fair. No, like
No. Fuck no.
This is fair right here. I think motherfuckers that actually rape women, I don't think there's no place on earth for them. I don't think like raping women actually think about that shit. Molesters, rapers, I think they need to get the death penalty.
And pedophiles, all
We
that
ain't
shit.
giving you a time to change. That shit is so over the fucking line, like death penalty. And I think if you falsely accusing somebody of getting raped, you need to get the same thing. That's just how I feel in the inside.
I
That's how
100%
I
agree,
feel.
and that's what it is. Because
If you falsely, my fault. But if you falsely accused, look, say y'all saying life too harsh, man. All right, if they falsely, how about you do what they do, and since you damn lying, double that shit, double the time. Fuck it.
see, that would change the shit.
that's not
But
bad.
look, straight up, let's answer this question.
I say
Let's look.
I gotta give them death.
Let's ask this question, and just being straight up. And I know people don't want to fucking hear this or whatever, but fuck it. How is there more people in the world right now? Of course, there is slimy sons of bitches that will rape people. There is. I'm not trying to say that nobody gets raped. There are people out there that are victims of the shit, and I ain't taking nothing away from them.
We better wrap it up soon.
Is there more people? Is there more guys out there that will rape women, that do rape women, or is there more women out there that twist a narrative to I got raped?
I'm being real. There's probably more men than rape women.
You are fucking insane. You are
Because
insane.
men have an
think-
ego. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Y'all
Like,
crazy as
Now,
hell.
honestly, I think it's more men that rape women.
Yeah,
bad.
I think
There's
I
probably
ain't
more.
gonna lie.
There's
Even
probably
though
more.
these
with
bitches
that.
ain't shit, these niggas is really disgusting out
but
here,
see,
bro.
it's like
I ain't with that. Man, how many times, think about it this way then. How many times have you talked to a girl that's around our age, that's around our area, and the first fucking thing they bring up as soon as you have a talk with them is, oh, I got abused or I got raped or whatever. Think about, okay,
I'm
if
being
we're,
real.
if
I'm
we're
being-
thinking about
if
the,
I'm being dead ass, not a lot.
Nah.
okay, well, check this out.
not a
Check
lot,
this out.
not a
Matt,
lot, but
Matt,
these
are
niggas
you out
really
here
doing
playing?
that
Are
shit.
you out here playing a game, or you settled down with a woman? You've been with your lady for a while. Okay,
But you're not just walking up to bitches and like, oh, yeah, I got raped.
shitting me. I bullshit because I have experienced the shit more than 5 times. Swear to God, all my life.
I have.
They will twist
But
the
it's like-
fucking story. That's
I don't know.
But see, back to the
Can't stand these
But that's
bitches.
5 people. You talking about the whole world.
Nah,
There's more men
nah.
that rape than actual,
that's
like,
why I
outside
that's
people.
I said, we
that's
go
why I
to school with a lot
dropped.
of these niggas that's weird as fuck.
Okay, that's why I
we went to
dropped
school
and
with some
said-
motherfuckers that don't lie about the shit too.
Maybe I am out of pocket. Maybe I am out of pocket talking about in the world. I ain't been that many places. Let me drop it back. Let me drop it down. Let me drop it down to around a local to just what I've experienced with my own eyes and seen and shit.
We understand.
I ain't trying to give up on what I'm trying to say because I know I got a fucking point, but at the same time, I ain't trying to sound like. I feel like every time I'm on this podcast, I end up in this damn boat where it's like, fuck women. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm trying to
No, we
present
get what
here,
you're
but
saying, but
I don't. Y'all may, but I don't think people do.
Okay, the whole point of your thing is there more men that rape than there is false allegations?
Other way around.
You think that
I think there are more girls that will reach for attention and say, well, me and so-and-so had sex, but we were both at the club or whatever, and we both had some drinks, and I straight up told him I was acting sober enough to get home, and I was acting sober enough to lie to my mom and say that I'm going here to stay at such and such's house, but really I was going to do this, and she's done made all these lies, but then when it gets down to the point to where you gave consent, you said, you might not have said yes, but you didn't say nothing, y'all just ended up fucking, and then when it's all said and done, then you get sober, and the next morning you think, I really probably didn't want to fuck him. Yeah, he raped me and abused me, and I ain't with all that shit. Fuck that. Hell no.
I
have seen with my own 2 eyes, I've looked into females' eyes that tell me this shit, and I know you lying the whole time. Whole time, this is what you here doing right now. And you telling me a story about this motherfucker, so I know good and well after this gets done, what you gonna go tell the next one?
We understand what you're
There's
saying.
more
because-
bitches that do that than there is guys around us. I ain't speaking about the world. I don't know the whole world. Around us,
I mean, I hope
There's-
around us, y'all motherfuckers ain't.
because everybody look.
hope
Let's
y'all ain't
call
doing
it.
that shit.
Let's
That's
call
wild.
no. Let's call a spade here. I'll throw myself on the hot seat here. Let's call a spade a spade. Since everybody wants to
I'm
label
gonna have to cut this out.
Why?
Because if you about to say some wild shit, I'm gonna have to cut this out.
I ain't saying nothing wild, but at my own risk. Fuck it.
Say what you gotta say.
I'm
Man.
here to roll the dice.
Say what you gotta say, man.
So many people want to look at me like I'm crazy or whatever, or oh, don't mess with him. He's a da 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 da. Ain't never, ever, 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 ever been a thought in my mind about raping a woman. Ever. Never will. Ever.
But you not
100% on God's
But you-
on
but you not
God,
sick
on
in the head.
everybody. What?
But you're not sick of it. Motherfuckers that rape are nasty people, bro. You don't think like that. You don't operate like that.
Sick
Can I-
motherfucker.
So yeah, I'd hope you don't have thoughts of raping people, but you're not like fucked up in the head like they are.
I know I'm not. I know myself. But to hear other people paint a picture, I've been accused of this shit before.
But see, let me say something. Like when I'm kind of like on, I think it's more men that rape women than it is, false accusations a little bit. Just because I feel like as men, you tend to have like this big ego, and somebody tell you, you like shit, about a lot of things. Like somebody tell you, but I just think men have egos, and if somebody be led them on the wrong way, like I just said something a minute ago, and they kind of go against what I'm saying now. But like, I just kind of feel like at times, just because it might seem right, or something like that. If she said, or she in a situation where, she can't say no or nothing like that, you shouldn't touch her. But then on the flip side of that, it's like I feel like at some point it should be like a time where you can't come up later and say, "Oh, I got raped."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, like that. Did you ever see that Drewski video that they tried to cancel him for? He was basically like acting.
Like these
he was
lame ass
acting
niggas.
like lame ass people that be like trying to get women drunk so they can like have sex, do whatever. But like they be like forcing women to take shots and shit like that. Like something lame motherfuckers would do.
But see, that's a lifestyle. Like I'm pretty sure, like out in like California, places like that, where it's like showbiz or Miami, places like that, party towns and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's.
Oh, I know they
it's
be
people
doing that
out
shit out there.
Nigga, I know it's people local that do that
yeah, I
shit.
know motherfuckers
Exactly.
local
But
that
I'm
do that
saying
shit.
that's probably a big thing. They're like, oh, well, shit, local.
No,
I can
nigga,
say-
locally,
but
like-
I can
Niggas
say,
dumb.
I can say local though.
Like I know
they
some
not dumb, they just
shit
mad,
probably about to
bro.
happen
They
tonight
nasty
as we
as fuck.
speak, nigga.
Yeah.
Like shit like
One
that,
thing about
yo.
me, I would
And see,
never
I-
fuck a bitch that had over the influence, like too much over the influence. I
Yeah.
never fuck a bitch that can't even
But
goddamn
then-
I'm
stand up
telling
straight.
you.
On the flip side,
Yeah.
of that, like I say, I think
Cause then you risking yourself. dog.
Exactly.
I ain't going for none of that.
Well,
You
yeah,
got
but-
be here with me.
when you think about it though, like when you
Literally.
go through something traumatic, like if somebody took my dick, for example, nah, I'm just gonna say it. If somebody took my dick and I ain't want them to take it, right?
Yeah,
Shit, I'm
like drug you or some shit.
yeah, like drug me. I'm not gonna be scared to tell nobody about that. I might take actions, but if I was like a police ass nigga, I'd tell the police like right away. It wouldn't be nothing that I have to think on. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta think. Do I want to tell the police? I'm too scared. Nah, you took my shit from me. I'm gonna
telling
tell
you,
it.
'cause
You
I
what I'm saying?
know-
right away.
Cause I ain't saying like, well, that shit ain't right, but that whole OJ situation.
Yeah.
Did you? Wait, was it the OJ? No, it was the Bill Cosby situation.
He ain't shit.
That nigga is not shit at all.
He ain't shit.
But nigga, a woman came out 20 or 30 years later, spoke on the shit.
For me, honestly, like I know in most people's eyes they feel like it's wrong to come out that late, but for me, I feel like whenever you want to come out, whenever you feel comfortable,
Yeah, I know that, but like,
cause that shit, you never know how they feel,
yeah, I know
So
that,
when you feel
but
comfortable enough to do it.
But
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
I
it.
feel you, I feel you.
If something was traumatic to you, right? Well, it's your opinion, but like if something was traumatic, like say a nigga shot you, not even rape. Say somebody shot you, right?
Yeah.
Knock on wood, wherever. But say somebody shot you, is it gonna be hard for you to? You feel what I'm saying? That's traumatic.
Damn, memory's calm.
Somebody else shot you, and you think you're not gonna tell it.
That's different from being shot and being raped, though.
It is, but I'm just saying, like, to put it in a different perspective, a traumatic experience is a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
I don't know, rape. and
nah,
shot
I
and
get what you.
things.
Nah, yeah,
I know what you mean, but like,
but yeah, I get where Ray coming from too, cause it's like shit, cause like with that rape shit, it's like embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? That shit like.
you fucking the whole girl whole,
Exactly.
like, everything up. You feel me? I'd rather a nigga shoot a
Yeah.
bitch than rape her. Like, just kill her.
Yeah.
Cause you basically no, like dead. I'm dead serious. I'd rather you just kill her than rape her. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, that shit OD.
Yeah,
Why would you
you're
rape?
right.
Like,
In
Especially
conclusion,
like-
them motherfuckers nasty.
when-
They're
when I-
nasty.
when I-
Oh, you
I'd
disgusting
rather you
person.
just kill that woman than rape her.
When I
Like,
think
that's
about
real,
it
some
like
real
that,
evil
though, like-
shit. Like,
That shit gonna.
What you saying?
That shit gonna forever be on her mind.
that
Shit
fuck
gonna.
That fuck generations up.
I'm
for
telling
real.
you.
Like,
Yeah, it do.
that shit evil.
You got a good point. Like when you say that, I kind of think of like a kid, for example, who I'm being raped. Like that's some shit they'll never have that innocence, baby.
Them
It's the same thing
motherfuckers, if you
when
weren't
a
even
woman
kids,
get her body
you on a different level of nasty,
I
dog.
think this is where, just to clarify,
shit, man,
where
you
I'm
get raped
standing
too,
at from my perspective. I ain't trying to sound like or be looked at like I'm sitting over here.
Anti-feminist.
Right. That's not what I'm trying to do. Where my frustration with this shit comes from is 100% I understand that there are guys out there that will do this, right? That do terrible ass things to that, right?
Yeah.
And just right along with all of y'all, what y'all just said about how that could fuck a girl's mind up forever and fuck them up forever, right? 150% purely within me, never, like that shit is not in me, right? Mm-hmm. It's easy to say, like it's easy to look at it from the girl's side if you ain't never been in a situation where you feel like you on the chopping block for some shit that's like I done been in some situations to where like been accused of doing shit that like I would never fucking do. Like,
Yeah.
if it was the fact to do this or go to hell, like I wouldn't do it. Like,
Yeah.
and I done been framed for the shit. And it's like, that's why I always just have a defensive mindset looking at it. Like this shit irks my soul when I see motherfuckers look at me with that. Whenever you looking at me and y'all giggling and shit, I can tell, like, I know what y'all thinking, but like I know good and fucking well that ain't me. But then I just had to get looked at like that. Feel me? And this ain't even, don't take this shit too deep to where like I'm sitting here talking about rape. Like, nah, that.
Yeah.
Like, all right, straight. I mean, straight up. I have been in that situation before, but it was the whole situation of consent given. Okay, boom, bow, shit happened. Bond turned sour. Oh, I didn't want to. He made me to rape. They ain't rape. They ain't. Bottom line, I'm trying to put across is the fact of I feel like there are good people that get framed for bad shit that ain't really that bad of a person. Because I done been in a lot of bad situations and then been framed as the bad guy, and on my end too, I let myself be the bad guy because it's my role or what the fuck ever. But like, there ain't nothing in my soul that desires to do none of that kind of bad shit that people that really go through this shit, that really get actually fucking raped
Yeah, I don't think,
or whatever.
I don't think nobody thought that of you, bro.
I ain't saying that y'all have. I'm telling you where my emotions are coming from because I have been sitting in a room before where motherfuckers that are lying and I know they're lying, but just because they're saying it from that perspective that people fucking believe them over a man.
Yeah.
I've been in that situation. I know what this shit feels like. So I'm not trying to say like, ain't nobody getting raped. I'm not doing that. But like, my frustration and where I'm speaking from comes from a different side.
Yeah, we got you,
Yeah,
king.
I get
You're
what
still
you're
a king, bro.
Cause
You still a
motherfuckers
young
be
king.
lying for real.
Yeah, and I've been in the same situation where you feel me, not on no rape shit or nothing like that, but like, you feel me, I get what you're saying, like, you know, people, reputations and shit get tarnished by, you know, false or some shit just being not told that,
could be as simple as a story.
just twisted.
Yeah, it could be as simple as a story twisted.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I've been in that same situation, you know what I'm saying, so I understand.
Man. Yeah.
Why you do your hair like that, man?
I never been in a situation.
Like
That shit
a
going
People
thin,
that have
ain't
been
it?
in them situations, that shit is fucked up. Like a bitch
Okay.
will fucking nigga and that shit get out, and then she'll be like, "Oh, I didn't want to do it."
Exactly.
Shit evil.
Yeah, I know people that, I think we all know people that have been in that situation.
That shit
It's,
ain't-
it's rough, dog.
that shit
But,
ain't
you
rough.
know, it's the world and it's fucked up and cruel. And
You just gotta accept it.
I don't know about accepting it, but you gotta live with it because it happens.
That's what they tell you.
That shit is fucked
you
up.
talking
But
to
sometimes
the
I
wrong
do
people.
blame these niggas too for fucking with busty bitches.
Yep.
Or just dumb bitch. Know who you
Motherfuckers just not
fucking.
smart.
Know who you fucking with.
Motherfuckers just not smart though.
Yeah, like you gotta know who you fucking with or fucking. Like, you gotta play your cards right.
Yeah, dog. But y'all good? Y'all ready to wrap it up, man? Y'all got anything
better.
else y'all want to speak on
Yeah,
real quick?
YB is better than everybody in the motherfucking world. AI, Kentrell Garden, Top, AI2, the
Himothy.
Don Dada, Himothy,
That's getting quick.
No.
man. Put
what
on
else?
TikTok.
Kentrell beat
That shit ought to be illegal.
The baby.
who else?
The
No,
baby.
that
was
shit ought to be
hardest
illegal.
rapper alive.
the new GOAT, the all-time GOAT,
The baby.
Better Than You, the O-Block Slayer,
That shit ought to
the
be
Lil
illegal.
Durk Slayer,
Guys.
Please get his meat out your mouth.
Do you agree? Look, do you agree with me that shit ought to look? That shit ought to be illegal. Riding dick with no license. That shit crazy.
Take me to
Jay
jail.
will
That
take-
shit
Take
crazy.
me to jail.
We gonna wrap it up. Yeah, we wrapping it up on that one.
Kentrell
We
Garden.
wrapping it up on that one.
All I gotta say is I'm back for real.
Are you? I actually.
I'm back and I'm
nobody
better.
comes back. Actually, nobody's gonna be on next week.
I know, but I'm just saying I'm back for
can I
real.
freestyle?
Yeah, comes back.
I'm back for real.
We had good pod today.
Cause I just touched down.
No,
Chill out, welcome to the dog.
freestyle.
I got something for you.
Hit the gritty. Hit the gritty real quick though, guys. Hit the gritty though.